Hello everyone, this is Xander Chiron, and I am back with Game 12 of the first Reddit Open Tournament. In this game on the blue team we have Kakya with a Eurocore General deck. And on the red team we have Stony slash Fuzzball, whichever his preferred name is. I think it's actually Fuzzball, but whatever. But I'm just going to call him Stony because that's the name on the replay. Anyway, he's using a US General deck, which is not something you see particularly often. Alright, just fast forward through that there deployment. I saw a bunch of Amex 40s go down by the looks of it. Alright. Go, so let's see, looks like it's a, yep, 2 commands start from Kakya. Leaving one P4 PC in Echo and probably putting the other one into Charlie. Unless he really wants that +1 from Foxtrot. Like, I don't know, man. You never know. Anyway. Let's see. You got some AMX 13 VTTs. I'm just going to go ahead and assume that's Chessie 85 and a 10 RC for that lovely recon. And a Crotal. Okay, yeah, just get that out of your system right at the beginning, game. Thank you for that. Anyway, so yeah, there's P4 PC, got 2, okay, so an MX 10 RC and a 1390, Gazelle Ken, and a Panther. I wonder who's going to be putting those. Because normally you tend to see a lot of people who start on the side like to go into the corner of golf there. Anyway, definitely looks like the main push is coming from Foxtrot into golf. Anyway, let's see. Mortar, Crotal, VAB, I'm guessing that's Legion 90. Mortar 1, that's Panzer Grenadier, and what? SB and, or, yeah, MX10 RCSB, 2 just RCs and AMX40s. I like how the French tanks go from having, you know, either no stabs or garbage stabs until you get to Leclerc, which has perfect stabs. Just nice little, just tracing, you know, development of French tactical thought, doctrine. Anyway, as for Stony, or Fuzzball, and 113A3s, I'm guessing that's updated rifleman. Got the CV, yep. Point blank Doom Cannon. Got Stinger C, presumably, in the M113A3. Looks like rifleman of some description. Let's see, can I get, yeah, there you go. And an MBTA 70 for that close range fire support, because 5HE with a 10 rounds a minute autoloader. Oh boy. And has a decent chunk of armor. Not an amazing amount of armor, but it's a decent chunk of armor. Anyway, and Twin Huey with Smaw? Is that Smaws in there? Yeah, I'm guessing it's Smaws. Anyway, that looks like we got a 1 command start from Fuzzball. It looks like he's leaving command infantry in Hotel. Delta. Hotel is his 2-pointer. Anyway. And it looks like this is definitely going to be his main focus. Got Scout Left 25, Rangers presumably, 4 stack of Riflemen and M113A3s, 2 base M1s. That's there. It's a tank that is in the game, and it exists, though you rarely see it. And M163 CS. It's just a infantry fire support. Anyway, we got M1A2. Okay, Chaparral, that's the quote-unquote good Chaparral. It's not that it's bad, it's just so unreliable. Like, it feels like it has less than 50% accuracy, not to mention it's not particularly fast. But whatever. M106A2, that's the 107, yep. So it looks like both players are going pretty hard into golf. Let's see, oh yeah, didn't point out, but yeah, Stony is going with an FOB. But he didn't start his helicopter on tree, so it's going to take a while for it to go anywhere. Or just take a little bit more time than it should. Alright. Okay, yeah, they're just bunching up on the road for fun. Oh, Oh, Chaparral hits on the first shot. That's rare. Oh, what else? Looks like, oh, these guys are going way down. Maybe he's going to try and sneak him around behind the spawn. What else we got? So yeah, M106A2 is just smoking out, I'm guessing. No, he's dropping HE. Oh, maybe he spotted the Milan F3 team? I'm not sure. Oh, maybe he saw the helicopter landing there. Oh, did he get blowed up? I was distracted. Okay, now it's over there. Anyway, M1s are engaging the RCs. Or the SB. Oh, and the Panthers are racing. Where's the crow tail? Oh, it's hanging back. Why is it over there? He should be moving up the main force. Oh, and there go the Rangers. There goes most of his recon. Looks like he's only down to the V150. CS is going after that Panther. It's worried though. Oh, Rifleman just getting caught in the open with us. That's not good. And when Abrams aren't really up to snuff against those AMX-40s. Oh, and Super Ednard's coming up the M1A2, and it gets it. Oh, turbine failure. CS is doing its thing. Oh, it makes it out because Crowtail missed. What? Oh, it's just I wanted to see what the ECM is. 30% ECM on the Super Ednard, isn't it? Something along those lines. Anyway, so we got Legion 90 and Panzer Grenadier 90 are just going to mop up these guys without too much difficulty. That BMX-40 is shooting at the Rifleman, not the Abrams. Oh, stabilization malfunction. Oh, but it gets it anyways because it's not like it's trying to shoot on the move. And M113A3 got shot up over there. That guy's still there. Stinger C and Rifleman are just chilling out in the buildings here. And these guys are just gonna go and chill out in Bravo, I guess. M113A3 is a fun one. You know, 3 front set armor. And a Browning. That's all you need. Definitely one of the better 5-pointers. Oh, Abrams are chewing up the Martyrs. Maybe just finished chewing up whatever, some infantry. That guy has his stabilization malfunction again. At 30%, I don't think it's going to be a big difference. Big pile of riflemen and supported by a M720. I cannot say that vehicle's name around me. Don't mind me. Ooh, a Tiger. Ooh, but it's going to be, because yeah, those hot tubes aren't great. Not bad, but yeah, 2.6 kilometer range. It's going to be well within Chaparral range to try and engage anything. Of course, being the Chaparral, you never know if it's actually going to hit. But, oh, these guys are going to get shoot up. Oh, he gets the first hit. And it misses. I guess statistically he would have missed, but yeah. Oh, and it misses again, but it's flying over the 50s. And it hits, even though it died to the machine guns. That's Chaparral for you. Anyway, actually no, the M728 has the same range as Legion 90, 1050. It's also funny, that actually is the historic, I do believe that actually is the historically accurate range for the M278. What's this rate of fire? 6 rounds a minute. Don't think that's quite realistic. Ooh, F3's moved into position. Oh, 10 RC is getting smoked off. I have a feeling that 278 is about to have a bad day. But again, so those Grenadier, Panzer Grenadier. Peace Ryan lost line of sight. That Chaparral has used up most of its missiles. Ooh, and F-16C gets it. And a PIP-3 is also moving in. See. However, I didn't really point it out yet. Fuzzball still hasn't gotten a command out for Hotel, so he's currently at a +2 disadvantage. Kakya's got 135 points, 137 points now. Stoney's only coming in at 0. And those Rangers just going for a drive, I guess. 728 took a hit. These guys are still in the fight, though. Oh, and Super Ednard gets it. Bit overkill. Ooh, it's the pop, the hawk. Oh, I can't English. Wait, I want to see. What is it? Yep, 30% ECM. That's what I thought. Oh, that guy's... Nope, makes it out. Honestly, you could just leave that guy there, you know, 2 AIM-9s and 2 AMRAAMs. That's enough to go after one plane. Oh, this is 4 DCM planes, yeah. It's not bad. Not a bad plane whatsoever. Alright, rifle engaging, but vehicles can't do anything. Because, yeah. So now they're just going to get chewed up by that AMX-10. And the Chester's A5 have enough AP to one-shot them. Because, yeah, LRAC, I'll one-shot everything up to, like, what, 5 armor, I think? Because what, 6... Oh, Rangers made it to the building here. They're both shock trained, but I think Legion will... Oh, nope. Legion have their mini-me turned off. Which means that they're going to be at a bit of a DPS disadvantage. It's mostly suppression is the big thing. These guys are shaken, these guys are calm still. However, we got mortar coming down and AMX-40 is moving to engage, so it's probably not going to look too good for the range. Ooh, A10A Thunderbolt 2. Warthog's doing its thing. And 728's about to go down. Oh, but it stuns it. Anyway, A10's blitzing AMX-40s. I think it also got a Crotal as well. Yep, Crotal. Anyways, yeah, Rangers, despite taking mortar fire, are chewing up the Legion 90 pretty well. Oh, we turned the machine gun on them. Oh, but now they're walking in the open. Alright, so Kakya is shifting down to the bottom part of Gulf here. AMX-10 got taken out here, down here, but at some point. I don't know where that... Oh, we've spotted the AMX-40, and it gets it. Oh, yes, because the Lav 25's gone a little bit around, but... maybe a bit of a... Just kind of unlucky timing, because he's gonna... Those AMX-13s are probably spotting it. Yeah, he sees it. Stoney can't see the command, though. And he's calling out a Humvee CP for Hotel, because he's at a... That's 213 points this year. It's a bit of a disparity in points acquired so far. Alright, Legion 90 are, you know, being like brave Sir Robin and are bravely running away. Oh, F-25 is getting MG'd down. But I got both of the vehicles, because it's actually not bad at chewing out lightly armored vehicles, but now it's taking LRAC fire. And yeah, it goes down. That AMX-40 had a bad time. Oh, what's this? Peace rides out. Oh, is he going for the MBT-70? So that thing's probably going to be pretty fun. Forest combat, you know, like I said. That autocannon, it's not a great autocannon, not bad, but that, you know, 5 HE, 10 rounds a minute, and it's auto-loaded, so it doesn't lose, you know, rate of fire to morale damage. It just, yeah, it just pumps out the HE, and it can just gib infantry like nobody's business. Oh, Legion 90 just stopped being like brave Sir Robin, or now just, oh, nope, they're going to try and make it back to the forest, but I think the M240 is going to have a word with them. Alright, Fuzzball knows that there's stuff there. Oh yeah, he probably spotted him on Kadi, and he knows that that guy's being resupplied. I wonder if that A10A is resupplied by now, because it has that AMX-40 is going to have a bad time. Oh, and a longbow. Not something I'd ever really be tempted to use against Eurocorps, just because you can really spam out Crotals, but Kakya doesn't have any Crotals there. The A10A got it. Oh, no, it's just the F-16C. However, Fuzzball might want to consider getting some more troops into Bravo, because he's a little thin in there. He's also a little thin in Gulf. He's just kind of thin everywhere. He took a lot of losses early on. And his reinforcements that he called in also got you know, put through the ringer. Alright, Longbow and Thunderbolt. Vehicles go home. Alright, there goes. Is this up guy upvetted? Or I think, no, he only really got bonus from just killing things, I think, for his veterancy. Ooh, what is that being fired? M110. Okay, if you want 10 HE power. Oh, what's this? Peace Friend's coming out. Oh, it's going for the longbow. Oh, Gets one hit. Oh, and he goes down after one hit. How about that longbow's at half HE net? Half HP. Ugh. English is hard. It's trying to gun down. Okay, yeah. Block 52 got the Gazelle. Tiger Hap is out. That's the air defense one, as you can see. Oh, got some M113A3s. Might want to consider getting a Chaparral. Or if he has any anti-aircraft gun of some description, you know, get like a PVADS or even PVADS probably. Never saw it happen. Oh, these guys are just 20 points plus like what, 15, 20 point. Yeah, I think smalls are 20-point units because they're shock or something. Oh, and those 10 RCs are just going for a drive. Oh, but the longbow will probably do something about it. And the Thunderbolt. Bit overkill. Yeah, that's kind of lucky. The longbow only saw that because it's, you know, trying to get to the fob. Oh, and he's smoking his CP, so that's definitely going to give away its position there. Oh, I would not be surprised if some bombs or RD comes for it, but then again. Hero Corps doesn't really have much for bombers. I guess maybe he could be using the Tornado. Oh, Harry's going after the Hap, and he gets it. GAU 12. Yeah, it's a 25mm one. It's a hoot. I think it's even better than... Oh. Crowtal. Crowtal made that guy regret his life choices. Guess Crowtals are fun. And these chefs are just kind of kicking around in Echo ever since their transfers got shot out from underneath them. MBT-70 goes down to that Milan. It's on elite now. It could actually hit something. Oh, Commando Pair is out. I think with their transport they should be able to take on a half-strength group of Rangers. Or I think they would be able to. Nothing much happening in Bravo. Honestly, I'm pretty sure that Kakya could just walk through Bravo at this point. Oh, Milan after displacing. Rangers got the transport, but they're getting gunned down by the commandos. Or Commando Para, to be specific. Oh, were those guys spotted again? Not sure. A-10A Thunderbolt 2 is out again. I wonder what its victim is going to be. Oh, those Rangers don't want to be getting shot at right now. And a Wild Weasel. I don't think it has any radar. I guess it's prudent. I don't know what that Thunderbolt does. It's going to discourage enemy armor, I suppose. Oh, the 1390s. Fuzzball's got to get control of this here. Like, he's basically lost control of golf effectively. Oh, Thunderbolt's taking fire. Oh, and it gets side-shotted. That's the fun thing. Oh, and it also took another hit. Was it when you have basically one armor on a plane, it functionally does nothing at all for its survivability, but once you have two two armor on any surface, what that does is it people say it reduces damage by half. I actually think it actually reduces it by something like 2/3. Reduces HE damage by 2/3 or something like that. Which means that two frontal armor can, or I keep saying two armor on a plane can eat a lot of missiles, potentially. Which is why people sometimes complain about Su-25Ds. And occasionally A-10As. They're not quite as prevalent. Mostly because they're just slow. But anyway. However, what that means is they only have the two armor on the front and back, which means if you shoot them in the side, they take full damage. And yeah, he's going to evac that guy out of there. And the Schlongbow is going to go do its thing by the looks of it. Wild Weasel's still kicking. It wouldn't be half bad if it were not for the fact that it had poor stealth. If it had better stealth, yeah, it'd be great, but it'd also probably be like more expensive, and then at that point it'd be competing with the Prowler. Even then, it still competes with the Prowler, and would prefer not to take it. Oh, F4 FK. I'd rather have a Block 52 than a KWS. And they get a mutual kill. They both have the same veterancy. It's just... FRF suffers from... Oh. Anyways, it's saying FRF suffers from having 4 HE plus 5 HE missiles, so it can't get a 2 missile kill reliably. And Longbow is just gunning down these 1390 or missiling them down. I don't know what his FOB looks like. He's gotten a bit out of it. However, yeah, this guy's used up most of his Hellfire, so he's going to be a bit low. Oh, Crotal's going for him. Uh-oh, Longbow's going to go down. Oh, it missed. Oh, that's hit. One more and it's down. That's his last missile. And it gets it. And that Wild Weasel can't do anything about it because that's a Crotal. No radar. Even though IRL, and as you can see in the model, radar. But they have it in electro-optical mode or whatever in this game. Oh, that guy's running low on ammunition. This guy still has a decent chunk. Meanwhile, this guy's still sitting here. Another Crotal's out. Oh, 1390's going after the A3s, but they're not going to be doing a whole lot of damage per shot. Lawn F3 on the other hand. 26 AP versus 3 armor. A little bit overkill. And those guys are just going to go for a lovely walk down the road. Don't know what he's doing with the MBT-70. He's going to try and swing around through there or something? I'm not sure. You definitely don't take this thing for the missile because it's garbage. And you don't take it for... the only reason why you really take this is the combination of the autocannon and the 5HE. Like I said before, allows it to really go to town on infantry. Ooh, Super Ednard's gonna have worth of the MBT-70. Oh, Block 52's out though, so the Super Ednard might not make it home. Oh, and it gets just blasted by everything at once. But it's still got the MBT-70, so yay. Good job. Yeah, I think fuzzball is not aware that the Commando Pair are occupying that building. Or maybe he is, it's hard to tell. Just sending in a base Abrams. Looks like both players just kind of forgotten about Bravo, which makes sense because Stoney, fuzzball, whatever combo is putting a lot of pressure here in Golf and Foxtrot. Both players are. That's definitely going to be drawing their attention. And those Rangers are going to, yeah, they just got caught out in the open by the AMX-40. And Crotal, 2 RCs, and an AMX-40 are going to be going for a drive. Oh, and it looks like Kakya wants, she actually does in fact want some stuff up here. H1J, that's a fun one. I kind of miss when grenade launchers could target helicopters. I think they maybe should bring it back, just give them, like, you know, really short range, but the problem is that, you know, they have equal accuracy against all targets, doesn't matter if they're flying or not, when really they should have much worse accuracy against helicopters, but I digress. Oh, mortars are mortaring. He knows her stuff there, but it's only a Crotal. Oh, another M728's heading up for Bravo. Ranger's dismounted all the way over there. Is he gonna? I don't know what he's trying to do with them. Kind of odd to unload them there. Maybe it was an accident. Oh, Kakya wants to start taking it, and he's bringing out a P4 for Foxtrot. And is that a Wild Weasel? Yep. I don't know, I much preferred the US Navy term for that stuff, which is Iron Hand. Just sounds cool. That's whatever. Oh, hey. There's actually not a lot of stuff to really counter that CEV. Chasseurs won't be able to do a lot, or won't be able to one-shot it. And there's no, like, RCs or anything to stop it. So yeah, that 278, if it goes down, could definitely lay some hurt on the Chasseur, because how's the HE on it? Yeah, 8. They basically wipe out both of those squads with a direct hit. Lots of mortars coming up. Once he gets his mortar in there, but there's nothing there to mortar. Oh, pile of riflemen. Looks like he wants some more warm bodies. Also calling out a scout cobra. I have a feeling that it's going to have a bad time if it gets too close because, you know, Crotal. And Kakya is really liking his AMX-40s. It's not a bad little 80-point tank. Compared to, you know, its direct competitor in Eurocore is the Leopard, just the base Leopard 2. And it's basically has worse armor, better optics, and, you know, it has worse stats, but I think it has better, like 5% more accuracy and, like, what, 3 more AP power, so it's really up to you. I personally like having, like, high stat. Oh, that is 2 Thunderbolts. I think he'd maybe be better off with a, oh, rip Crotal. Might be better off with a bomber of some description so he can, you know, dig out the Milan F3s. Oh, and there goes an RC. Oh, AMX-40's, yeah. Like I said, basically the only time the French tanks use their autocannons is when they're engaging helicopters. You know, they're not, it's not, you know, they're not useless, it's just not always, you don't always, or you rarely have the capability to actually use them, because against ground targets, the gun's always going to have better performance than the autocannon will. Oh, and one of the A-10s goes down. I think it actually did take a side shot from the Crotal. Because, you know, you can hashtag side shot it at plane. Oh, wargame logic. Ooh, and another lol bow is out. And it's taking fire from the, or was taking fire from the VAB. Oh, and now it's going after some AMX-40s. Oh, but there's a Crotal coming after it. Wonder if he can spot the Crotal. Wrong player. Yep, he can definitely spot it. And he's taking fire from it. Yeah, I don't think that longbow paid for it. Oh, Crotal got a critical hit on the block. That's the evac. It's a turbine failure. That's an automatic evac. Oh, and Fuzzball did pair his M106s together to help them share their ammunition and other stuff between them. Oh, he's evacing the Wild Weasel. All it really did was force the Crotal to use its missiles. And yeah, it looks like Fuzzball / Stony surrendered. Makes sense. He was kind of losing the battle. A little bit. Anyway, Kakya was victorious with 268 conquest points to 0. Kakya had 1,920 kills, while Stony only came at 2,105. And yeah. So there's only a slight difference. You know, Fuzzball surrendered before the battle ended, but definitely looked like Kakya was in a much better position. Well, it's because he definitely did a lot better in the opening. He just caught out Fuzzball's force. You know, he got that. You know, he did get the M1A2, which is really what helped him. If he didn't get the M1A2, then Fuzzball probably would have wiped out most of, if not all of, Kakya's forces in Foxtrot and top of Foxtrot. But alas, it did not work out too well for Fuzzball, who then seemed to... I keep calling him Fuzzball because that's his name in the replay, like, name provided by the replay file, but, you know, Stony. I'm pretty sure I've casted some of his battles before on random casts. Doesn't matter. Anyway. Like, Fuzzball is, yeah, that's his name in the challenge page. Challenge? However that's pronounced. Anyway, I just keep getting sidetracked. Yeah, he seemed to be running pretty heavy on airplanes. Like, he definitely got a fair few kills. You know, he got more kills than Kakya did. But I think he had a lot of points that were not directly engaging the enemy. Like, that's the thing. Yeah, that's the thing with planes. That, you know, there are times I just felt like he had barely anything on the ground, and that left some definite gaps in his line. Like, you know, his 10 RCs halfway through managed to get almost all the way into Hotel and take out his CV. But he just kind of got lucky with his longbow. Is really what it came down to, I think. he's returning his longbow to base, at the same time that the RCs were passing through. So it's fortunate for Fuzzball. Still lost, but he just didn't have a very solid line. He didn't. I don't really think Fuzzball played golf very well. He just left it mostly empty. Like, if he had spent maybe less points on planes, he would have been able to secure golf on basically its entirety, I think. It's also using base M1s. I don't know. I just find it's just the base M1 is just to be very lackluster, but that's not bad. As well, maybe it would have been because the US just I'm not gonna say it has horrible open field game, but it's not the best at it. The Air Corps is not great at it either, but they also have infantry ATGMs and Legion 90, which US really does not have any analogs to. I think where the US really has its strength is it's just its ability. It has some ability to span ATGMs, just not in the same way other nations can. It has the longbow obviously, which as we saw in this game, he put to half decent. In fact, he's just maybe a bit over aggressive with it and got it taken out by Crotals. And he's also running around with the Wild Weasel, which really was not doing much. Like, he maybe could have used it to bait shots from the Crotals because they wouldn't be very likely to hit it because that's 40 ECM. Oh, aside from that, not a whole lot else to say. Yeah, I just felt like that Fuzzball had a lot of units that just weren't really paying for themselves with those planes, but you can play the game however you want to play the game, you play it. Don't let me stop you. It's not like I'm good at it either. Aside from that, anyways, I was talking about US in ATGMs. Said you have the M2A2 Bradley, which is not bad. It's not amazing, but it's not bad, As well, you also have the M3A2 cavalry fighting vehicle in the recon tab. It's a bit expensive, but it also gives you a stealth ATGM carrier. So it can definitely bring the hurt with that. It can spot its own targets, and the targets can't see it as easily. This is the problem with a lot of, especially vehicle-borne ATGMs, is that they just get spotted as soon as they shoot and they die. The tanks are shooting at can see them. Especially, and it's whatever. That's kind of irrelevant to this game. But I just think that maybe Fuzzball should have been, or Stoney, should have, maybe spent a few more points, making sure he had golf, had it secured, and then push into Foxtrot. That's maybe what he should have done, but. Or maybe also tried pushing in, Bravo. Because, US has, good forest fighting capability. You had the, two of the memeier units. For, you had the Vulcan, M163 or M140 or whatever, the CS, and the M278, M728, there you go, I can get my numbers straight, CEV, which is, it's a little bit nerfed from what it was, that and the Centurion Aviary, because, they both have, instant aim time, basically, and just obliterate infantry in forest combat. They nerfed the rate of, not the rate of fire, the, aim time, so they don't, I think they gave 1 second aim time or whatever. So they take a bit longer to aim, but, you know what? As long as you micro them proper, you put your infantry in first, so they draw fire, and then you send in your 165 millimeter Doom gun to, just blap some infantry at point blank range. And, you're talking, was it 70% accuracy? Vehicle. What am I looking for? There you go. Yeah, 35 points. Might as well compare it to the Aviary, which is 30 points, gets us 1 less armor. And it's just kind of slower and worth their time, but that's whatever. It's just 70% accuracy, especially at forest combat ranges. I think was it 300 meters or so. So it's also going to go up a few ticks. So it's going to basically have, 80% accuracy or whatever at point blank range. I think once you get to 80% accuracy, you don't actually get a higher chance to hit. You just get more likely to crits, but it's whatever. So basically, it's gonna hit, and if in the off chance it doesn't hit, it's going to be. It's just not going to be a direct hit, so it's still going to do some splash. It's still going to stun, enemy infantry. Sure, it doesn't shoot very quickly, but it doesn't need to because all the enemy infantry is dead. But yeah, so yeah, it could have been that maybe Fuzzball could have maybe gone. And also you have MBT 70, which once again, nope, good again, good at chewing up infantry. But yeah. I'm just gonna call it here before I ramble on for half an hour, like I kind of already have. Oh boy. Yeah, we're done. Packing it in. Don't want to talk anymore. My voice is getting sore. But yeah, I'm Xander Turnon, and this was Game 12 of the first Reddit Open tournament. You guys have a lovely day.